Welcome to Keith McCarthy Academy. So my name is Mrs. Jefferson. I'm the counselor at KMA. And usually KMA is operating in a blended learning environment. So that means that usually we have our curriculum online and we have direct instruction classes every week for our core classes. But right now we are doing the distance learning along with the rest of the district. And so we are doing the same thing that the other high schools and all the other schools in the district are doing. We do have a few differences from our comprehensive high schools. So one of the differences that we have is we are a 9-week quarter system instead of an 18-week semester system. That means that students have 9 weeks to complete their classes instead of 18 weeks. But at the same time, we only have 3 or 4 classes, whereas the schools that are on the semester system have 6 classes. So you are doing twice as much work for half as many classes. So it balances out. Right now, due to the pandemic, we also have a grad requirement of 190 credits, which is 30 less elective credits than the 220 that we're used to. Whereas the grad requirements at the comprehensive high schools are 210 credits, which is 10 less elective credits than the 220 that we're used to. So we are kind of giving a little bit of leeway as in the district as far as credits for seniors right now. So that is a difference that we have at KMA is 20 less credits than the comprehensives. Right now, we will be operating in the virtual only option, meaning that we are the school that has we are planning to be virtual for sure until the second semester at least. Now, we don't know what will happen moving forward, but at this moment, we know that we will be virtual only until January. Whereas in the comprehensive high schools, as soon as it's safe to return to classes or on campus, they will be doing a hybrid model and moving into all on campus. We are also doing Zoom meetings for our classes. So you have a Zoom meeting each day for each class. Some teachers have instruction throughout the whole time and other teachers have it there for check-in, but it varies between classes, and every class does have independent work which students are required to do. That is exactly how you will get your grades. Some of the Zoom meetings do have points attached to them, so you want to make sure that you know which classes have mandatory Zoom meetings, but you also need to make sure that you're completing your independent work, and that goes across the board. Attendance is actually the same as the rest of the district. We are doing attendance in 3 different ways. You can check in on Infinite Campus. Either parents or students can check into Infinite Campus and mark that you were present for the day. That is the easiest and quickest way to get attendance for the day. You can complete your daily assignments independently. So that's logging into your classes, completing the daily class assignment, and that will give you credit for attendance, and it will also give you credit for your grades. So you want to make sure that you're doing that anyway. And then attending live Zoom meetings for classes, that also gives you attendance. So going into Zoom each day, checking in with each teacher, making sure you know what needs to be done, that gives you attendance. But remember, it's important that you do your independent work, because even if you're coming to school, you're checking in on Infinite Campus, or you're going on the live Zoom meetings, if you're not doing your work, you're not passing your classes. And that is just as important as having your attendance. And I will bring it up as many times as I can because I want to make sure students know that it is important to keep doing their work. Now, seniors, like I said before, we do have a different grad requirement right now. So 190 credits is what you would need to graduate from KMA. The community service requirement has been waived for this graduating class, so the class of 21. They have that grad requirement waived for now, or not for now. That is waived for you guys. But we do have that difference of 20 credits when you're looking at KMA versus Lakeside, Elsinore, and Temescal. We do have a different credit requirement. So if your goal was to go back to your homeschool and graduate with them, that may or may not work. So it is important, if that is your goal, that we have a conversation, because we want to make sure that you're on track to graduate. So We are a school, we have accreditation, we have all the classes you need to graduate. Your high school diploma doesn't keep you from going on to college, it doesn't keep you from going to community college or getting a job later. We are a real school. Please understand that if your plan is to go back to your comprehensive high school, you will need to have the 210 credits, and you would need to likely transfer at the semester, meaning you would only be with us for 1 quarter, which would put you at a disadvantage possibly, because we're only going to give you 4 classes instead of the 6 that you would have been used to. So please reach out to Miss Jefferson, that's me, and make sure that you have what you need if that's your plan. Now, what happens to your current classes? So students may have the opportunity to continue working in classes that they're passing at the time of transfer, but those are only the classes that you're passing, remember. So if you're passing 4 out of your 6 classes, then you could potentially get credit. You would continue to work in those classes. However, I will say that if we do not have those classes available on our campus, because we don't have every class that every school has, for instance, let's say the culinary arts program at Lakeside, we don't have that class. So you would be able to get 2.5 credits for the classes that you are passing that we do not have on our campus currently. So that is important to know, that we can give you some credits. Most likely they're going to roll into electives because you would have to retake anything that would maybe just roll in the 2.5. Let's say it was the culinary arts. Okay, you didn't get the full amount, but now you're going to roll into a different elective, so you get the 5 electives of that, and the other 2.5 would be part of your elective credits. If you're in geometry, algebra 2, and chemistry and you're passing those classes, you would take your transfer grade and then you would move into that class, because those are aligned with the school district, the rest of the school district, and we're on the semester program for that, or a semester plan. So you could get the just transfer grade and then keep going in that class if you're passing it. That was pretty much a quick overview of what we're doing right now. If you have any questions, feel free to call, email, text me. My number is 951-805-6507. You can use Remind to get in touch with me at Miss Jeffy on Remind, or you can email me, larissa.jefferson@leusd.k12.ca.us. Thank you so much, and I look forward to meeting you.